Man, what's going on with these folk? Tory Lanez getting stabbed 14 times in jail. DDG is a domestic case towards Halle Bailey. Chris Brown done landed in jail again. It's like trouble is finding these men, or they are trouble and whatnot. You know, Chris Brown screaming free Tory the next day. He end up in jail in London and all that stuff. It's like trouble has been following Chris Brown for a good little minute. It's like he can never stay out of it, right? From an something and an assault from 2023 allegedly. I don't know. Um, but yeah, what's going on? I really not much into celebrities again. I don't care. I'm very unbiased when it comes to them because you know, love me some Megan. I ain't gonna say her hold you. Love me some Megan. That's the only person out of this whole group that I fuck with. But nonetheless, it's crazy. But somebody asked to do Chris Brown, and I figured why not do Chris Brown, Tory Lanez, and Megan, and DGG all in one video? I want to touch on Chris Brown first because I don't know. He got charged with assault or something, and he can't leave. So let's just. I mean, Chris Brown has a track record. You know, he has a track record of being of. I'm not gonna say being violent, of violent behavior. I will say, with like different people like. Not Tory Lanez, but different people like Frank Ocean and Drake, and the incidents with him and Rihanna, it's just a track record, right? And so let's see what's the dealio with him. Go ahead. And whatever question I have, I'll use tarot cards. I'm using my oracle cards for this one because I need to know what's going on with Chris Brown and him and his whatever, okay? Let's see what's going on with Mr. Chris Brown. Okay, let's start right there. Romantic love affair. Well, already I feel like this streak, this is a streak that started with Rihanna. I'm not gonna say her hold you, but for some reason, allegedly, I am seeing. Never mind. An offer. Crying over you, sad, hurt. What? I don't know why my mind is taking me to the night of the thing with him and Rihanna. It's funny how I'm not gonna condone his actions at all, but it's funny how Rihanna was connected to Rock Nation, like how Megan is connected to Rock Nation. The moment he said free Tory, the next day he ended up in jail. And even though it may not seem, I feel like the direction of his career could have went totally different. And I feel like often he regrets that situation that night, even being affiliated with that group of people. Oh, Boss Daddy, too busy winning, played out. I feel like this is more so of a forefront, meaning a mask or a facade. And for a good little minute, oh Lord, Okay, now I'm seeing it. It seemed like Chris Brown could have a streak of wins, right? Um, his image could be could better itself, and then all of a sudden something happens and it is brought back down, almost like a humbling, right? It's like this is a pattern I'm seeing so far, right? If you have too many, if he, it's like a squeeze and release, right? You squeeze it and you release it. You squeeze it and you release it. And that's the only way I can put it, right? Because prior to this, he was, he wins a Grammy for the first time. He is showing out his concerts. People are admiring him. This, that, and the third. And then something happens and boom. And then boom. It's back to how he has always been seen, right? Aggressive, violent, even that this shit would happen 2 years ago. But it's always one of those, you let it get away, reeling fish in, right? You let it release a little bit and then you reel it in. You let it release and you reel it in, right? And so, I don't know if it's like a humbling type of technique, right? I don't know if it's a humbling type of energy, but it's always, this is a pattern. Don't worry. Almost like he's caught in a cycle. Yeah. Ain't go to legal issues right there. Caught in a cycle. Because right now I'm seeing a bigger picture when it comes to him. Right? I'm seeing like a grand scheme of how his career is being played out. I see toying with his alleged for entertainment purposes, toying with his alleged addiction issues. And this is not just addiction to substances either. It'd be addiction to the same cycle, addiction to the same scene, the same dramas, the same tendencies, same energy. It's just addiction, right? But a part of me feel like it's so weird because a part of me feel like he thought that they would just overlook it. A part of me feel like they was just gonna overlook it, right? And so it's almost like somebody put their foot down on his neck because, again, I don't think this has anything directly dealing with Megan Thee Stallion, but it's almost like he ignored the fact that he had these issues in England and whatnot, right? He said free Tory. Somebody probably didn't like it. It was like, okay, now you playing, and now I gotta put the foot down, right? And so I feel like that was an arranged thing. It's almost like when you're hiding from Jason Voorhees and you about to get away, and then you say something out loud, and then he finds your ass because you said something. That's what it's giving me. That is definitely what it's giving me, right? It's funny because he got this hunted card right here, because it is the same thing. He's been hunted. Right there. Impersonator. It's funny because Michael Jackson is his biggest inspiration. And I feel like he sees himself as greatness and whatnot. But I feel like people will tell him you'll never be another Michael Jackson. even though people will say he could be as big as Michael, people bigger will say you're not as big as Michael, and we're gonna show you why you're as big as Michael, right? He is trying his hardest to run away from this narrative right here, that this narrative that's is being portrayed to him, right? But also, again, and this not to disregard, because you're a grown man, your actions are your actions regardless. What am I about to say? But it seems like no matter how far his distance is, this shit always catching up with him, even when he dealt with it. And I feel like a part of him gave up with trying to tame it, because he just accepted that it is what it is. But it still has that residual energy that follows him. And got drama started right here. Definitely drama started right here. So he starts issues. Uninterested. Karmic friends. Funny. Because I was thinking to myself that this scene was very karmic. Right? It just follows him. Wherever he goes. It just follows him. I don't know if he could break it or not. That's the thing. I think Chris Brown may need to disappear, get off the internet. But he's addicted to the senses, though. He's addicted to the senses and proving his point. Okay. He's addicted to the senses and proving his point. That's just what it is. Okay. Now, do I have any questions about Chris Brown? Not directly. But if I did have questions, they would all be alleged from this point on. My first question is, did Roc Nation have a connection with him being put into jail? I just want to know. Did Roc Nation have a connection with putting him in jail? Or scratch that question. Is there a connection between him saying free Tory and him going to jail? Okay, 3, 2, 1, 2. People saw it. It felt like it left him exposed. She saw that shit. And not just because they posted, but I felt like she saw that shit in real time. And she, I feel like that did have a connection to it. I feel like Megan is a very protected person, spiritually, right? And I feel like she don't have to get much done to get everything. So I do feel like that's connected spiritually. Every time I see this wild card, I think about everybody that's watching. Like, you expose yourself, vulnerabilities, all that stuff. But the thing is, you don't know who's watching, right? Who's watching from the shadows, right? Who is going to pay attention to what you're saying, right? So there's a connection here between what he said and him going to jail, right? Now I don't know the full case. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened, but I just know it happened, right? And so, can y'all see this? Okay, there we go. So there's a connection there, right? I wonder, would this set him back? No, that's not a question I want to ask. I was about to ask about his tour because I know he had to push his tour back, right? And so he can't leave. Whatever happened after his court date, he has a court date there. What was going to happen? That's the past. He's working on getting himself out of it. I feel like he's working to get himself out of it. I feel like right now he's gonna keep a clean slate. I mean, clean slate up until his court date, and then he's going to try to take a better route to get him out of the situation. Is he going to jail? I mean, he's already been in jail, but he's gonna face like legal issues. Yeah. This looks like community service to me. This looks like community service to me. I'm not gonna hold you. It don't look like a jail sentence or a sentence in jail, but it looks like community service, and it looks like hefty fines too, like like some money coming out. And that's about to be my next question. It seems like he'll push his tour back. He's gonna have to pay some shit, and it's fines coming out. So some of that shit might come. Some of the money he's making up that tour might be going to some goddamn fines. But he's also losing money too. Is he losing money off this tour? Yes, he is. There we go. He's losing money. So, he's losing money. Okay. Damn. That's wild. That's actually wild to me. Okay, what else about Chris Brown that I want to talk about? Allegedly. I don't know. I don't have any more questions about him. It's just, I'm a very straightforward shooter, so he's like, what we got? He's gonna leave. Collaborate. Who he need to change up who he's around, because whoever he around gets him even more in trouble. This is weird because I didn't see him being in jail at first, but now this is talking about confinement right here. But this is funny because I feel like this is somewhere else too. Oh, this is showing me what beforehand, right? I feel like whoever told him, because I feel like he was nervous about going there in the first place. I mean, yeah, he thought he'd get away, probably thought he'd get away with it. But I feel like he was nervous about going there in the first place, and then it was like he was talking with his team, and his team was like, "Oh, maybe it won't be a bad idea, right?" And then boom, he in jail. Caught his ass. Yeah. Somebody laid out a law on his ass. That's the judge. For me, that's the judge. So, will he be able to? Can Chris Brown stay out of trouble? How about that? Can he stay out of trouble? He's exposed to too much. He gotta find. He always gotta find like he gotta prove a point. They be wanting to sit his ass down. They want him to sit his ass down, to be honest. But he always gotta make himself a bit dog. He ain't fucking with them lames. They want a bit dog, right? He's too out too much. He got too much shit, and he's not one to back down from anything. They want him to lay down, but they ain't gonna back down for nothing. So he's always gonna be in legal trouble, right? It is a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Whenever he's doing good, shit happens, and then there's just people who set the shit up are satisfied. Like, bitch, we finally got your ass. Finally humbled your ass down. We finally got a hold of your ass. So, okay. So, we're gonna move on to the next one. The next topic. I want to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle these while I'm talking. I want to talk about, since we're on the topic of Megan, I want to talk about Megan and Tory. I'm not gonna read on the Tory shooting. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I am. If I'm led to, then maybe I am. Right, but I want to look into that. Apparently, they got new evidence that proved that allegedly Kelsey was the one who shot off the gun. Who shot the gun off in that car? They have evidence on that. Where am I spraying? Sorry. They have evidence. So they trying to get him out because apparently he was stabbed 14 times. But honestly, I want to take a look into that, and I'm gonna read into that evidence part. Just have a pregnancy test, but I'm not reading it like a pregnancy test. I'm reading it as they don't know what type of evidence they got. They don't know what they got. And I feel like the evidence they do have would either paint him in a positive light or a bad light. Okay. But let's see, why did he get stabbed in jail 14 times? Let's see. Why did he get stabbed 14 times? Don't want to hear it. Promiscuous. Emotional intelligence. This is an error. This is giving me arrogancy. Fake apology. Caution. Divorce. It's not showing me the stabbing at all. I don't think these cards are showing me the stabbing right now. But it's telling me the context of everything that's going on with him in jail. I feel like this man is aware of what he's doing, how he's doing. Again, don't judge. Don't come for me if you're a Tory Lanez fan. I'm pretty sure. I really don't give a fuck about the situation, to be honest. So I'm very unbiased, if you want to be honest. I feel like this is taking me back to the audio recording where he apologized. And I don't think that was a real apology. To him being, people who've been in jail before knows that they record jail callings. right? They know they record jail calls. Actually, I want to get another deck because I just stared at it, and maybe that will tell me what happened, why he got stabbed. But I feel like I'm gonna change this up. What's going on between Megan and Tory Lanez? I hate nothing about you. Tired of drama. I feel like this is Megan, man. Tired of dragging into this shit. Burning evidence. Ooh. In their fields. I feel like for some reason I'm just getting a setup about this whole thing. There's a setup up around here. Got emotional intelligence again, so this is me being aware. This is somebody being aware. Hater. Okay, it's painting a picture now. And copycat. It's starting to paint a picture. Just keep our promise and put that back. Bank failure. These are weird. It's not showing them at all. I'm not gonna hold you. Put it on the show. I feel like the evidence they got is not real. I don't even think it's real at all. And I don't think it's a plausible evidence. I don't think it's usable, right? I feel like people will still dissect what they do have, but again, people will believe what they want to believe anyway. I feel like in a way he tried to bail himself out, pay bail, but it didn't go through. And then right here, I feel like someone is taking a high road. It's so funny because I feel like I'm having deja vu. I don't know why this layout looks so freaking familiar. I feel like Tory is putting on an image. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I feel like Tory is putting on a calm, cool, and collective image to ease up the sentencing, right? And so it's giving me a wannabe Omarion, right? An unbothered type of energy when it comes to this whole situation, an unbothered feel. I understand that you feel how you feel, and I'm sorry that happened to you, my queen sister, but this, that, and the third. I feel like this is an act. Ooh. I don't know. Because I don't think the evidence they have is plausible, though. We're going to see. Total drama action. See, I feel like you know how to put on a show. And I'm leaving more so the image of him trying to present himself. I'm leaning more into that. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. So I don't even think the evidence is usable. I'm not gonna sit here and hold you. You got caution in the bottom. You got caution in the bottom. That means be very aware. Okay. So, I have questions now. I just want to know, why did Tory Lanez get stabbed 14 times in prison, in the jail? I'm just shuffle and do what I did with the last deck. I ain't gonna shuffle again. Tory Lanez and Megan. Okay. Why did Tory get stabbed 14 times? This is. Wait a minute. What's. I don't think it was a random attack. I don't think it was a random thing. I think this is giving me a person who's very stubborn. And something of high emotions. This is a conflict fight. It's been long brewing. Whoever he had issues with in there, they said the person who did it had life. There was something planned. This was a plan. There was a planned attack. It wasn't. I don't know if they're trying to paint it as something, some random, but it was very much planned. They went for somebody who knew they had nothing to lose. And I think they were whoever it was trying to take his ass out too, in jail. They were trying to take his ass out. What else? They want to take his ass out. They just want to lay his ass to rest. Lovers. Oh! This might have allegedly. I don't know who his connection is. I'm not gonna say it. We got Lover's card, we got this, I think it is. Ooh. It wasn't her that set it up. I don't know whoever is backing this girl is backing this girl. She is back. They are back. They backing this girl. And I don't think she knew about it either. Okay. Let me backtrack because I do have a question. Because they saying Tory set that up. I don't know nobody who will set their own stabbing up. So did he say his own stabbing up? Sabotage. Oh shit. It's so weird. Because you said it was a plan. Sabotage. Defeat. I think it was somebody on the outside. They had something to do with it. Somebody on the outside that had something to do with it. I think it was somebody. I do think it was planned, but I do think it was somebody on the outside that had something to do with it. I don't think he set his own self up like that. I don't think he set his own self up like that. I don't think he set his own self up like that. I don't think he set his own self up like that. Okay. Mm-mm. I don't think he set his own self up like that. What is this new evidence they try to pin out? I don't think it's about who who did it. It's about the influences behind him going to jail. I don't think it's about who. I think it's about who influenced, right? Who tried to set him down, right? What else we got? You want to expose whoever this is. Trying to expose whoever it is. And I think this is a false narrative too. Some of the evidence is not. I don't think it's real. I don't think it's true at least. I think it's contrived. Mm-mm. But I know whoever this is, he ready to go to fight about it. Like, and I mean fight legally about it. I mean fight legally about it. Okay. Mm. It's funny because I said this don't feel real. This is this card deception, and so that kind of confirming what I'm feeling with that. I don't think the evidence is a real amount of evidence. I don't. It's funny because I feel like in a way we're trying to get exposed the truth on how he got to jail in the first place because more went on behind the scenes, and so it's so many cards that's very bright, and I feel like that's illuminated to me, right? They want to provide clarity to more people because too many people are confused about what's going on. So they want to shed light on the situation. They want to shed light on who did it. They want to shed light on who contests with him being, yeah. What else? How does Megan feel? I feel like this just came out of nowhere. This is too much judgment. And I feel like she's feeling judged by everybody. She's really trying to maintain her innocence. Mm-hmm. She wasn't prepared for what came out. That's why I feel like that's why she was so charged. Cause she said she started responding on this. That's why she's responding on TikTok. And they called her out on it. I think she's trying to protect herself in a way. Mm. I think truth of the matter is she did get shot. She did get shot, but the matter of who is the question, right? I'm not gonna read into that because, to be honest, I'm not. I'm really not. But I don't know. I don't think it's evidence. Like, what kind of evidence they have though? What is this evidence involving the driver and witnesses? Who's in control? I feel like illuminate who's all in the car, showing who's all in the car. But it's funny, it's weird because it's ignoring, despite that, it's ignoring the real cause of him going to jail, though. So I don't think it's going to hold up. So, I have a question about this witness, this new witness, right? This new bodyguard witness. Is he is he telling the truth about Kelsey? Two people in his ear, a woman and a male. There was a party. He gonna say there was a party. He was the one in the car driving. Death. He's trying to pin it on Kelsey, but is that the truth? I don't think he know who actually did it. I don't think it's the actual truth of the matter. I don't think it's the truth. Okay. I think what happened was between cups, a lot of drunk people around. I don't think they really remember who happened. I think they thought somebody got killed or unalive. My bad, Lord, unalive. But not really. And it's taking my mind back to the text messages too. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay? But I gotta go on to this next one because it's about to be like, yeah, we have 42 minutes.